So that's my finished look. And now I put the hair on and I'm ready to go. So you saw everything I did just now, and if you like this video, please subscribe and please give us a thumbs up, like it, share it with your friends, especially older people. That's the whole idea of this series of videos that we want to be doing for you. We want to support our older women so we continue to look as beautiful as you young ones. You know, we haven't committed any crime by being older. All we've got is we've become wiser with life. So that's what comes with age. But anyway, hi friends, how are you? Welcome to Joy Fido International. My name is Joy Fido. Now today is really different and exciting. Why is it exciting? Because I've had people ask me from time to time, what do you use for your makeup? How do you do your makeup? It's always so amazing. Well, I wouldn't know if it's so amazing, but I know I enjoy makeup. I love wearing makeup, and because the questions has been so much, I thought, yes, let me actually do a video and start showing people the things I do for my makeup. And then of course I get people also ask, but what products do you use? Your skin is good for your age, you don't look anywhere near your age. And these are some of the things that I'm going to be bringing to you gradually, because again, as usual, I love to share what I know with other people and to share with everyone really, and help them also get ahead. But the most exciting part for me, it's all about beauty. It's all about maintaining that youthfulness. It's all about maintaining that glamour, that unique thing about you, that thing that makes you stand out and look the part that you want to look. So for me, yes, I'm an older woman, but I don't want to just let go. That's me. For as long as I can carry it on, I will do all I can to carry it on. And I know so many people, by the time they get near even half my age, they're already going under the knife and getting caught here and there and tucked in and pulled here and pulled there. I have never had anyone touch my skin in any form, apart from the things that I put on. Everything about me is just the way it is. This is my bare face, nothing added as it is. And so I want to just show you how I do my makeup for an older woman. So this is makeup for an older woman. The woman who thinks, okay, I've lost the zeal, I've lost everything there is, and I just don't belong anymore. Yes, you do belong. Yes, you have that. You have it. You have that uniqueness about you. You can make you the way you want to look. And that's what I do with myself. I don't believe until you go to a doctor and get them to tuck here and pull there, that will make you beautiful. So I just want to share what I know and how I go about my makeup. And of course, it's going to carry on. I'm going to show you all my little beauty creams and different things I use, and how I take care of my body as well, because again, everything adds up. Every little adds up. And so welcome on board. It's been a long talk, but yes, to get you to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so before we carry on with the makeup, I just want to introduce you to some of the products that I use, or some of the brands that I use for my makeup. Now, before we even carry on, I want to really let you into a secret that I have. And this secret came from me taking on a course long time ago on how to do makeup. This is way before we started seeing makeup the way it is done now. So the secret was, there's no particular product that really addresses any skin type. So what you need to do, this is what the lady advised us, you can mix and match. So mix and match various products to create the one that sits with your skin. And that's why you're going to see clusters of different types of products here, which I'm not going to go into the detail of telling you what each of them are. But what I've done, some of them are like really expensive and some of them are like really cheap. So what I do is I take various brands and I mix them to give me the uniqueness that I'm looking for, something that blends with my skin. Because over the years, like the lady mentioned, this is an expert at makeup, and she said there's no one brand that fits every skin. So when I hear people all the time say, oh, I can't find my own, I can't find the one that matches with my skin, I always advise just get different ones and mix them up. So this is all foundation. This group is my foundation. And so what you're going to find is, I'll show you a little pot where I take all of them little bits and I mix them all together to create what becomes my foundation. Okay, so the next group of cluster you see is the setting spray, or the one that prep and prime. This is prep and prime, so this is what you obviously spray before you start applying the makeup. So that's these two in this group. Okay, so right here is the brow kit. There are 3 different brow kits here. This should not be here, and then this will go for the eyes, and this is also for the eyes. So what I've got here is just a little group of things for the eyes. What you find is when I start using them, I'll tell you what I'm using, but it's just to let you know that there are things that I've already mixed up. This is also for the eyes, and this is the eyeshadows. Again, I got so many other ones, but these are the ones I use like every day. Here is the lipstick collection. So what you're going to find is there are different colors here. So what I tend to do, depending on what I'm wearing, I could pick a lipstick to match that. Here is the powder, the loose powders. Again, all of these are different brands, and so what I've done is, in this particular container, I've got them all mixed up, so it gives me a shade that I like. I did say I was going to show you where I've mixed up my foundation. So that's the foundation, various brands all mixed up. I didn't mention this one. This one is just like a base for your lips, like a lip balm. So since I've talked about lipstick, that needed to have talked. Now here is concealers. Just anything to cover the dark shades. There are different brands here as well, and that's them. These are the brushes. Again, I have packs of brushes, you know, like complete sets and all that, but I'm not your regular makeup person, so I don't tend to like follow everybody and say I'll follow them the way they say I should use it. I just do things that suit me. And so what I do is I work with whatever brush works. And so like here, this is a brand new one I haven't used, but in here are similar to what that is. So sometimes I just get new things and I keep them there. Up here is just the base. Again, the primer, which is a bit cream-like. So I use these ones, again, different brands, just to conceal the pores and, you know, cover them up so that the makeup, you know, flows easily on my skin. So that's what this one is for. Further down here we have the highlighters. This is what I use for my blush. It's kind of broken, but I love this blush so much, so I don't plan on throwing it away. I only had to cover it with some sellotape to hold it in place until it finishes. And here are just brand new blender sponges that I've got, which I haven't started using, but they're there when I do need them, because I have the ones that I use on a daily basis, which from time to time I wash them. And here are the eyelashes, like they're brand new in the pack. I have other I have other brands as well, but this is one of my favorite brands, this Adele. This is the glue, and this is what I use in getting it in, the tweezers, and of course this one to just hold them in place and make sure they're sitting well. So it's like a major job putting all this together when I'm ready to do my makeup. Another little tip, because I know lots of my friends out there will be wondering, geez, all of this. Another little tip is I just love keeping makeup, and so most times when my kids want to buy me presents, I say to them, just buy me makeup. And that's how come I've been able to like put all of this together, because if you're really into makeup, you know that they're not cheap. And so you'll probably be asking yourself, oh my goodness, when am I going to get all this together? This is not even half of what I have, but this is just like on a daily basis, these are the things I work with. So it's something that's been acquired over time. So I wouldn't say to you to start putting all your money into trying to pile on a lot of makeup. No, just take your time and take them slowly. Take them one at a time. I know expense wise, one of the most expensive is the foundation, and the higher the brand, the more money they cost. So you could take it slowly from the lower level and start seeing how you're feeling or your body is feeling about it. So for me in particular, when maybe my birthday or Mother's Day or anything exciting happening and people ask me what do you want, I just say get me makeup. And that's how come I've been able to have like some of these really expensive brand names like Lancome and Clinique. This is another one I can't remember, Arbonne, MAC, you know. So names like that are quite expensive, but otherwise everything here, they're not like over the top, they're just regular prices. All I'm trying to say is you don't have to go and break your bank for you to look good. Good thing is there's so many companies now that are quite happy creating different types of makeup now. I mean, what's exciting, the other day I went to Primark, if you're here in the UK, and I actually saw Primark. One of the ones here is from Primark, I think this one. And Primark actually has foundation now, plus so many other things. That brush actually came from Primark, and this didn't come from Primark, but I know they do have this type in different sizes. So it just goes to show that anybody can have makeup, and that's what I'm going to send across to all of you. Just try it, and you know, it's about looking good, and when you look good you feel good. That's what the message is. Look good, feel good. So I want everybody to feel good. That's the big message here. So we're gonna get on with this now. Okay, so this is a clean bare face that I've already put my moisturizer on, but I'm starting the makeup part now. So what I'm going to use first is this one. It says photo finish moisturizer, and I'll just take a little bit and I'll just put it on my skin. So what I have in front of me here is a mirror, so I can see what I'm doing. And once I'm done with that, then I'm going to go and apply the primer. Now what the primer does is to just kind of block the pores, so that applying the foundation becomes a lot smoother. So remember, this is makeup for older women, so it's not, I'm not coming here saying I'm the perfect person with all the ideas on makeup, because I know when you go on YouTube, this is one of the biggest areas that everybody goes into. I'm just focusing on my older friends who are struggling with their makeup. Okay, so I'll put that. Then what I do now is I then sometimes spray the prep and prime. and that's just to make sure the face is getting ready to take on what you're bringing on. So remember I said I mixed up all my various foundation to create the unique one I want, and so I'm going to start. So this is the brush that I use to apply my foundation. This one says concealer brush, but yes, that's what I use, my concealer brush. Okay, so then I start. So what I'm doing, I'm targeting the places that I got those dark spots all over my face. Okay, so once you finish applying the makeup with that little brush, then you take that one to rub it in. This one. Now, some people love this, but I don't. I'm not a huge fan of this, and I'll show you what I prefer. Okay, so my favorite is the sponge blender. So what I do is I just go like that. Remember to always dump it further down your neck. Don't just leave things hanging up there. Let it really go down to blending with your neck. And so if I've done that and I'm still not happy with it, then I go touch in more foundation with the blender and I apply it directly. Okay, so this is a concealer, and so once you finish putting the foundation and you find that there are still some things that you're not happy about, you really don't want them still hanging there, you get the concealer and you apply them to those places. But most times I'm usually happy with my foundation because remember what I said, I mix them, so it's not like one foundation, it's just different foundations. And they all have different roles they're playing, so they've all blended in and given me a complete coverage. So once I've done that, then I go dabbing it in again. Okay, so once I'm done with my foundation, next thing I want to do is put the loose powder on to dab it down. Remember all the various brands here: Sasha, Buttercup, I got Bare Minerals. These are like some big names. This is not a big name, this is Remo. So all of them, what I did again, just like the foundation, I mix them out in this little tub, and so then I apply that directly. But what I use the blender again to do my foundation. So I just touch it in and I go around. So what the loose powder does is to help set your foundation. Now sometimes you may not necessarily want to have that if you don't feel like it. But you find there's one of the things I've struggled with makeup is especially hot countries. You know, like I travel to Nigeria a lot and I struggle with makeup there because you get so sweaty, everything just runs out. Okay, so once I've done with my foundation, then I start working on my brow. Now there's no particular order that this thing has to go. I just work with how I feel at the moment. So what that has is two little palettes of different colors. Some people use eye pencil. I do have eye pencil, like a brown pencil, eyebrow pencil. But this so far over time does a great job for me. So what I do, I just go into my brow. Now what I did with my brow before I started was to brush it. I used that to just brush it so it sits in place. Now you got lots of people, this is what I hear all this makeup people do. They must go and trim, shape the brow. I don't like messing around with my brow because I just feel especially for an older woman, you don't want to start taking things away and before you know it, it's completely gone. So that's why, like I said, this is for older people. Just leave the brow the way it is and just work with it. That's what I do. And so I just fill it in. I just follow what I have and just fill it in slowly. This may not come out perfect, but yeah, just to give you an idea of what I do. And so what I did was I started from like a quarter way and I went, and then I just slightly fill in the natural ones so that it's not looking too heavy. The whole idea is to give it like a natural feel. Okay, so once I've done that, remember my foundation brush? I just come back and then I make sure that anyone, this is my foundation brush, looking like it's picking something else. Okay, anyone that's I really don't want to stick out, I just clean it in with my foundation. So that's how I get my brow shaped, because I don't want to take away the hair and then it disappears on me. See that? So I like to stay as natural as possible with my brow. So the foundation helps to shape it for me. And then I could go back on myself and fill it in a bit if I'm not too happy with what I've done. And that's one side, and so I'm going to repeat the exact thing on the other side. Okay, so once I finish, then I take the brush again and I guide my brows. I just brush it into shape. So now I've got the again, different people use different things. There's brow gel, there's pencil. So whatever works, go for it. And so now it's in place. So I'm gonna go for the next thing. And the next thing could be my eyeshadows. So I could be concentrating on eyes for now. Remember I said just go with whatever works for you. Don't worry about following any rules. Thing with me, I don't follow rules. So this is the one I love to use for my eyeshadows. What I like about it is a bit puffy and full, so you can pick up the eyeshadow very easily. Big brand names, but I didn't feel like bringing them out because today is just about the basic. Do your basic makeup, go out, have fun, be yourself. Okay, so that one got so many different colors, and then this one also has a few interesting colors. Then you get people who just love loads of colors. So I'm gonna go for I'll make it a bit bright because my clothes are bright, so I won't darken it, and it's daytime. So when I try to do that, I'm gonna go for a bit reddish. So usually I start from there, so just a straight line, and then you go to the corner and then create like a triangle at the extreme end of your eyes. There's no particular reason for that. I went to a little 2-hour makeup class once, and that was what the lady said, and since then I've gotten used to it. So she says go straight line down, come to the right corner like that, and from the top. So you create a bit like a triangle. See that? And so the color I'm using is a bit, I think, a bit of pink. So once you fill that triangle in, you see how that feels. And then you can now, you could have gone all the way with that, but then I like playing with it. I got green in my dress as well, so I'm gonna try green. So then you go with the next area and you just go straight down. And then blend it in nicely. This is a nice color because then they're actually differentiated. Sometimes I go colors that are really close to each other. So sometimes I'll go like that pink and I go orange, or pink and maybe yellow. So then you blend the two differences. Remember there was somewhere that one was all pink and then the other was green, and then you kind of push it in. And my daughter is such an expert at eyeshadow. She loves eyeshadow. So you should see her doing her eyeshadow. It takes so much of her time. I don't make a big deal of eyeshadow. I'm not usually everyday eyeshadow person. See that? Here we go. So green on the pink, and you see how they've just blended in. The more you want it to show, the more you can apply. And I think if you want it to be a bit crazy, you could throw a bit more colors into it if you feel like it. I could try with a bit of orange somewhere there. See that? So now I've got hints of orange, hints of green, hints of pink. But I think I like the pink more. I like the pink over the orange. So just green and pink will do. Usually I used to like blue a lot as well, but there's even no blue in this one. There's blue, but it's quite light. My daughter's not gonna be happy with me using this. She bought me a really good one and said, "But Mom, you never use it." I said, "Yeah, I'm saving it for some special day. Who knows when that will be." But anyway, for me, it does the basic things, so I'm not really that fussy about. And that's the one eye. So I'm gonna go the other eye. So once you've done that, if you wanted to make that big difference between the eyeshadow and your lash brow, then I go with a bit of gold and I just go up there. Remember when we tried demarcating that with the foundation? Now you use gold to really create that big difference. And that's it. Okay, so this is the lashes. You could get them. This particular one I got was 8 in a pack. That's how they come. And then you use one at a time. Now the one tip about lashes is you don't have to use brand new ones all the time. I'm just deliberately using a brand new one here. I only use brand new when I'm like going to somewhere special. When I do like the daily videos that I do, I just sometimes just repeat same old ones. Now the trick to this, which I think you should know, is when you take them off, which I'll do more videos as we carry on telling you this. You don't have to. The mistake I was making in the past was I'll wash my face and then I still have the lashes on, and then water would have touched the lashes and then it would have gotten all messed up. They cling to each other and they're no longer useful. And I thought, oh my goodness, I was losing all my lashes all the time. But one day out of the blues, I just pulled it out by itself. Apparently this glue, which is what I'm going to use now, they're extremely light, so they're not that heavy. All they do is just give you the little strip of lashes and that's it. And then when you're ready, you just take them out. Okay, I want you to see how I put this on the lashes. Okay, so the trick is, again, another mistake I was making. I used to just apply directly, and what happens is they come out in really chunky blots. See that? So somehow someone now gave me a tip, or I think I saw a video someone was doing, and they actually put it on a container. So you put a little bit somewhere else, and then you lift your lashes, and then you take anything else and take a little bit and just put it on. And that's helped to save my glue, because I was just applying it straight onto the lashes and it was so big sometimes, wasting my glue. So you see that? Then I'll just keep it somewhere to dry out a little bit. And then the next one, do the same thing. It's always best to get someone to help you with their lashes, or although I do it myself, but I struggle. I have to be quite honest with you, I struggle with my lashes up till now, but I still put it in because most times I don't have people around me when I'm getting ready for my videos or ready to go out. So that's it. I'll just put it on and I'll just leave it there to dry a little bit. So while that's happening, I'll carry on with my face. Okay, so this is the eyeliner. They're always good, especially at the top of your eyes. Now I find them useful, especially when you're going to apply lashes. And the way you use them is little drops. Don't just go, if you do that, because they're quite liquidy. So if you just go there, you end up making mistakes. So take them slowly. And that's it. So slowly. And I've seen some people out there look so clean. I'm like, how do they do that? Everything comes with practice. Okay, so eyeliner's done, and then you get your lash, and then just try and mascaras. You just try and give a bit of body to your own natural lashes. I don't have much of them, so I just put a little bit there so it doesn't look all winspeak. Yeah, and so that's my natural one sorted. So now I'm going to apply the lash itself, and so that's where the tweezers come in. And so okay, so you get the tweezers and then you hold the lash really firmly, and then you lift it and just put it in your eye. Most times when I put it in, I struggle with it, but I just lifted it, put it, and then pushed it and pushed it, and it just sits in place. You notice I use the white glue because there's a black glue and there's a white glue. I prefer the white because somehow it dries really quickly and disappears. But the black one is such a nightmare. Sometimes it just becomes something else. So don't be worried about the color. They don't really matter. And so you remember when we put the liquid eyeliner, so it helps to give it that look as if it's all part of the eye. That's it done. And then if you're not happy with the way it's sitting, now ideally your lash should sit and then open your eyes. It should be out there. I also still struggle with that, so that's where this comes in. And then you actually put it in there, hold the lash, and then push all of them together. You kind of like hold it and you see how it lifts it up, and you let go. To give it that open eye. You go the other side again, you do the same thing, you lift it. So what he's done is taking your natural lashes and kind of like pressed it together with the artificial lash. And that allows your eyes to open. Trust me, all of this takes time to perfect. I know I've seen myself on some parties I go to and I see my eyes and I'm like, why is my eye so closed? Because obviously the lashes didn't sit well. So, but I absolutely do like lashes. One of the things you're going to also find out is there are also the individual lashes that you go to a beautician and they, you know, like individually put them in. Those ones are quite okay because what happens is you could actually have them on for up to 2-3 weeks or even more, depending on how much you care for them. I've done that a few times, but I kind of like these ones. It's like when I wear a wig, which I'll wear my wig soon. So when I get home, I just take it off and my hair is free. So that's the same thing with my eyes as well. I just like this artificialness where when I get back home and I'm happy to get on with my life, I just pull it out. So there's nothing permanent about it and my eyes carries on with its normal life. So it will come down to how you feel about it. If you find you're struggling to put this on every time you want to do something, then go for those permanent ones that could last you up to 3 months. Another thing I found out is they also affect your own eyelashes. But then again, I'm sure this one does too because of the glue, which was why I was trying to wash my face to take out the glue, not knowing that the glues are very light and they could just rip off in seconds. You know, not rip as in rip your hair, but just come out very easily. So that's the lashes done, eyes done. If you're happy, you're not happy, you just go and touch up on them. I can see something that see that one's trying to come. Yeah. And so the next thing is eye pencil itself. Now you find, if you've seen most of my videos, I'm always with the green. I kind of like green down there. I don't know why, but see, today I'm wearing green dress, so it makes sense. But otherwise, I still wear this green one all the time. It's just who I am. Gives you a little bit of depth. I also wear blue sometimes. I like blue a lot, but I think somehow when I finished my blue, I never bothered looking for another blue. And then I had the green. So that's the under eye done. Okay, so there's also, you find some people, we tend to go for the white one to give you that, they say, helps to open your eyes. So you can just put a little bit down there. Again, is individual preference, because I've seen my kids, you know, they're all big girls now, they kind of use, like, they call it like a white eye pencil, and so they just line it down there, and it's quicker than what I'm doing. But I've told them to get me one of those. When they do, I'll show you. And so in the absence of that, you can just use the eyeshadow, but obviously use the white one to create it. What other people do use as well is the highlighter. They use a little bit of that and also put it down there, so you can also try that. So that's eyes sorted out. So what next? Highlighter, and then the rose cheeks. We used to call it nowadays, but now I don't know what the kids call it. Again, doesn't really bother me what it's called. So there it is. Remember, I told you I love it so much, so it's broken, but I'm still keeping it. So you just take a little bit, and this is where you're going. Suddenly it's kind of like shaped your face. And then you do the other side as well. You can go as light as you want or as much as you want. It's up to you. But I wouldn't say put too much, because then it kind of makes you look weird. After you put it, you brush it in shape so it sits well. Some people think it should be down there. I prefer it up on the cheekbone because then it helps to give you that shaped look on your face. Okay, so that's that one done. And we'll quickly go into, remember each time I'm using these different brushes. Now we're going to try and just highlight the face a bit, and so that one comes top here. And once we've done that, you can now put a little bit on your nose to kind of let the nose pop out as well. And that's most things done. So all that remaining now is my lipstick. So because I'm okay, so I look into my dress most times and I decide what color I want to go for. So now I got brown and I got pink. Normally my complexion, I kind of pick lighter, brighter colors quicker. I don't know how come, because if you've been watching, you'll notice I'll do a lot of red and red and red because that shows on my skin more. But I'm gonna go with this brown just to give you an idea what it could look like. So first is the brown lip liner, and then I'm gonna go for the brown lipstick. Not brown but ooh, you know, I had two reds, but something dark. So I think this is the brown here, and this one is a bit purplish. Again, you find I got so many MAC lipsticks. Trust me, I didn't buy them. They're quite expensive. Well, not too expensive, but they're a bit pricey. My daughter buys them, and then when she runs, you know, she gets fed up with the color. She goes, I don't want to wear that color again. I said, can you give it to me? So I'm happy to take from them. It's money spent. So that's a brown, and then you line the lip with it. Surprisingly, it's not looking really brown today because this is the red. It's looking a bit pinkish. This lip liner, I love it a lot. I can't remember, again, someone, my daughter buys these things most of the time. I love it so much because it can actually act as a lipstick. Watch, I've lined the lips and I could actually go all the way. See that? So that's supposed to be just lip liner, but it actually, ooh, put it on the wrong one. It actually acts like a lipstick as well. And what I love about it, it has a matte feel, so it's not like glittering all over the place. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of the lipstick on it. And that's how I look. And if you find it's gonna be out of where it should be, you go with your foundation brush and you just apply a little bit. And that's our face done. So now, usually once you're done, then you spray a little bit of your setting spray to hold the makeup in place. So that's my finished look. And now I put the hair on and I'm ready to go. So you saw everything I did just now, and if you like this video, please subscribe and please give us a thumbs up, like it, share it with your friends, especially older people. That's the whole idea of this series of videos that we want to be doing for you. We want to support our older women so we continue to look as beautiful as you young ones. You know, we haven't committed any crime by being older. All we've got is we've become wiser with life. So that's what comes with age. But anyway, there's gonna be more of this coming your way. We're gonna be concentrating on particular areas. This was just one of those ones. This was just one of those ones where we just give you a general look. So with time, we'll probably focus on the eyes, and then we'll focus on the mouth, and we'll focus on the cheeks, focus on the skin, and then we're gonna also take you behind the scenes to show you what creates that good base of natural glowing skin, where when you try to apply makeup, you don't do too much. Because I know we tend to, you know, pile on a lot. You could say that I didn't pile on too much. I've seen some videos where it's unending, the amount of things they put on their face, and I'm wondering, why do you need all of that? But anyway, for me, once I can cover the spots or the black spots on my face and it looks smooth, I'm happy, and then I apply the rest of them and it flows. So so it's gonna be a lot more coming your way regarding makeup to help as many people as possible, because the questions are just kept coming. What do you do? How do you apply? You know. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Also, the makeup, we would love to call it matured woman, but I really didn't want to use the word matured, because there are young people who are equally very matured. Matured comes with knowledge and responsibility and all of that, but all that's just the number of years. So that's why I've chose older women. But so matured women, people of age, people who've been there, done that. That's us. Anyway, see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.